So this video was supposed to be on last Saturday in an ideal world, and now it's the early hours of next Saturday, and I'm only just doing it now. And I can only apologise, I've had quite a lot on this week, and I've let my viewers down in the meantime. So hopefully things are going to look up. I know I say that every week, so I really can't guarantee it, but all I can do is do my best. Although I have no idea of what happens in the next week of Big Brother, because I know I'm giving a report on a week of Big Brother a week afterwards, which is a little bit pathetic. In fact, maybe even more than a little bit. But it's the best I can do, and I said I'd do a review every week, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to come to that in a minute, but first I'm going to talk about a personal anecdote that happened to me the other day. I was going to talk about either human rights or Dale Farm this week, and I will do those some point in the future, but I'd just like to talk about this. I was coming out of the Bristol Old Vic recently, and there was this guy waiting outside, and he was saying, "Oh, can you spare me some change? I'm homeless." And I actually usually give money to people like that because I don't actually think that I could really live with myself if I just ignored it. So I checked my pockets, but unfortunately I didn't have anything. But my mum was next to me. She was giving me a lift home in her car, and she had some money in her car. And I was like, I said to her when I got in, "Can you give some money to that guy?" And she was like, "Oh, no, I generally just give money to charity." And I was thinking, yeah, you can give money to charity, and that's all very well and good. But that, like, on a normal evening, sorry about my screen there, on a normal evening, right here and now, it doesn't really affect a person, does it? And some people would say you shouldn't give money to beggars because they might not be telling the truth. But I think the chance that they are telling the truth is worth giving something, because I think it's only fair to give someone the benefit of the doubt, really. So if you'd like to leave a comment or something or a video response or whatever to let me know what you think about the whole issue, that'd be great. Okay, now on to Big Bro Week 4. As usual, I have a list of all the people, and I'm going to read them out in order of how much I like them, starting with the least. I know this is so late you might not even remember, so this is just after Maisie got evicted. In 10th place, as last week, we have Anton. I don't like him. All he does is he sits there and makes sexist remarks, and he says "on my mother's life" far too much. And all I can think of is half the time when he says "on my mother's life," what he's saying isn't even true, so he can't care about his mother as much as he pretends he does. 9th place, Harry. Last week he was slightly higher than usual. This week, well, the thing with the bananas was admittedly hilarious from an entertainment point of view, but if you were living in the house, I don't think it's something that you'd be particularly happy with. And he caused a lot of arguments in the house, not all of them involving him, by doing that, so probably not the best idea. In 8th place is Jem. Now, I've only just seen Jem very briefly going into the house, so I can't really say what I'll think of her, but from what I've seen of her so far, she doesn't really seem as nice as Faye, her sister. I don't know, I just get a bit of a negative vibe from her, and like next week I might be saying, next time I might be saying, "Oh, I love Jem, she's lovely," but at the moment, she doesn't really appeal to me. 7th place is Arden. He bores me. I just feel like there's no point having him in there anymore. And I kind of hope that he goes next. Now, when I'm making this, the next person's already gone, but I've been very careful not to look who it is, so I don't know who goes next, but I hope it's going to be Arden. Although when you're watching this, you'll probably know who goes next, but I don't. 6th place is Aaron. Alongside Harry, he decided, I think it was him, who decided to mess up that toy task, which was quite stupid. Because why would anyone fool around like that on a task? Like, if you're going to do that, you shouldn't be in there. I feel like the Big Brother house should really be all for one and one for all. Everyone should make an effort with each other. 5th place is Louise. This is the highest I've rated Louise so far. I still don't really notice her. It's like Maisie said when she was evicted, like she doesn't really notice Louise that much, and I haven't. I mean, there's been the whole thing with Jay, but it hasn't really made me see Louise in any kind of light at all. In 4th place is Jay. He went down a bit in my estimation of him because he was involved with the food colouring in the bath kind of thing, and he adamantly denied it. So I don't like people who are that dishonest. In 3rd place is Tom, who I just love. I just really like him. As I said before, I feel he's the one that I've got the most in common with. And I think that I do think he does actually have a chance of going quite a long way in this competition, because he hasn't been up for eviction yet. And he does have quite a cool take on things, I think. And although he has a really annoying voice, I actually quite like his voice. Like, he talks like this all the time. But I quite like his voice, actually. 2nd place, as usual, is Alex, who's another one I really love. I said earlier in this video about the house being all for one and one for all, and I think Alex is one of those people who worked really, really hard on the tasks. I think there's a good chance that she will get through to the final, actually. And in 1st place, as in every week so far, is Faye, because she's such a genuine, honest girl who I just think is just a really nice lady to win. And I hope she wins. Again, maybe you're watching this with dramatic irony, because maybe by the time you're watching this, you already know that she's gone. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, I am going to work really, really hard on making these more punctual. Can't guarantee it'll be this weekend, but I'm going to try really hard to make them a bit quicker. Hopefully I'll be able to manage my time a bit better in the near future. So anyway, apologies for the lateness of this video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I'll speak to you soon. See ya.